Hey guys, so I just got back from seeing Evil Dead Rise, and this was a cool advanced screening in Chicago that happened. So I just got back from that. Very, very long trip, but man, oh man, was this worth it. So let me start with the plot. So the story is that this woman comes back from a tour with these guys, goes to visit her sister and her nieces and nephew, and then an earthquake happens, and then the son, who kind of reminds me of like a DJ version of Matt Watson from Super Mega, he ends up uncovering the the records and the Necronomicon that release the Deadites, and all hell breaks loose. So this movie was heavy on my radar. This movie was my most looked forward to film of 2023, and it delivered on all fronts. I'm very happy to report back on that. It was, wow, it was great. I will say, I guess a negative that I do have is I kind of wish the intro that they had for the movie was held off until the very end. Trust me, if and when you go see this movie, it makes sense that I say that. What else was really good? Actually, I think that beginning sequence is really the only negative that I do have, even though it was like shot and it was pretty gory. I wish they held that off until the very end and made that like sequel baiting-esque, which I hope to God there's more Evil Dead stuff like this, because this was really good. That reminds me too. So I know there's purists out there and elitists who say like, "Oh, this movie's bad. It doesn't have Bruce Campbell." Nah, 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 nah. Shut up. Shut up. This movie can stand on its own without him, and does not need him. If anything, I felt like Bruce would have been like a good little cameo or a side character along with some of the other people that are in this movie. Because there's other characters, not just the mom, her kids, and the main character. It's more than that. Really disliked. I really disliked the oldest daughter. She really reminded me of the massive "See You Next Tuesday" that was in Texas Chainsaw 2022, who died at the end. So the oldest daughter, reminded me a bit of that, but thankfully she wasn't super obnoxious, and you'll figure out why that is. Yeah, this movie is insanely gory. There is one thing for my personal limit on horror, and that is like stuff that Lucio Fulci is really good with, and that's like eye torture. Like he'll constantly do stuff with the eyes, like drills and all that. There was a good fake out that happened with that, and whew, thank God, because I actually turned away when a needle got close to someone's eye. I was like, oh God, no, no, please. Thank God that was a fake out. It's comedic, but very, very morbidly comedic, if that makes any sense, much like how you expect all the other Evil Dead movies, because there are a lot of comedy elements that go into each and every single Evil Dead movie that has come out, or even the show, too. But yeah, I know this was on a lot of people's like must watch of 2023, and rightfully so. I wish there was more I could say about this, but I'm trying to talk. Oh, I do like one last thing before I give this a grade. I personally like what they did with the Deadites. They added like a new bit of lore element. I know I don't think a lot of people might like it, but but me personally, I like this new little lore bit that they did with it. It was really cool. But yeah, aside from that, I really wish I could talk more about this movie. It looks great. It sounds great. Horror and gore is really up there on screen. This is definitely worth your time and money to go see, and I will absolutely give this movie an A+. This is easily one of my favorite movies of this year, without question, and I think you guys are in for a really good treat when you see this. So, that's my review of Evil Dead Rise. What did you think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Drop a comment down below. Let me know. And if you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing to the channel. Also share this video with friends too if they're curious about it. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. And that's actually it. So with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Later, Gators.